early winter, Cuernavaca, and $800 in a bag of paint. I bought Tell-All. It's a movie where peacocks drag their feathers in a pouring rain. Walk the line, all you debutantes and Casanovas, until your dizziness is gone. We're headed down to South Pomona, where we'll drink brown liquor till the dawn. And fortune tellers make funny faces as our dreams drift along. Nighttime highways, California, you never meant a thing to me. Truck stop redux, dodge the big trucks, the desert moonlights, the mystery. Walk the line, all you debutantes and Casanovas, until your dizziness is gone. We're headed down to South Pomona, where we'll drink brown liquor till the dawn. And fortune tellers make funny faces as our dreams drift along. Spiked the package, disadvantage, the carburetor speaking Mandarin. Vision's faded, don't be jaded, we all need a place to anchor in. Walk the line, all you debutantes and Casanovas, until your dizziness is gone. We're headed down to South Pomona, where we'll drink brown liquor till the dawn. And fortune tellers make funny faces as our dreams drift along. Set 'em up and set 'em down, shook it up and shut it down, ran the table and played our hand, rolled around like cowboys and cowgirls in the sand. It's not the taste of love that burns, it's just a case of endless thirst. Prepare yourself, not the first. It still comes on just like a mystery. And your daddy, he drank too much, well, so did we. And summer nights at 3 a.m. felt like our discovery. And that sad soft air of the late night barroom parking lots touched your skin the way I wished I could, but it did no good. You drove on home, taillights burning down the empty road, a fading glow. You drove on home, taillights burning down the empty road, a fading glow. midnight vandals were some crazy kids. They ran our streets like everybody did. Their teardrops fell and dried on their cheeks as they waved goodbye and made their slow retreat. Well, we were young as we could be, didn't know much of anything. Took our turns on the wild high line, flying through a glory we could not quite define. Your daddy, he drank too much, but so did we. And summer nights at 3 a.m. felt like our discovery. Feathery light in the mimosa trees told a story of how we wished our lives could be. And when we tumbled home that night and fell on the couch and slept like two angels who had flown out of each other's reach. Two angels who had flown out of each other's reach. Comes and the lights go up, feels like a motor starting up. The cafe girls are talking tough. The world spins round, but never quite fast enough. Well, hold your dreams in a private place, but clear some room, they're gonna need some space. No need to rush, you can slow your pace. Time makes its mark, even if it barely leaves a trace. And your daddy, he drank too much, well, so did we. And summer nights at 3 a.m. felt like our discovery. And that soft, sad air of the late night barroom parking lots, it kissed your skin the way I wished I could, but it did no good. Drove on home, taillights burning down the empty road, a fading glow. Drove on home, taillights burning down the empty road, a fading glow. Drove on home, taillights burning down the empty road, fading glow. They didn't call him Billy the Kid, just Billy LeGros. He was a badass come up from the deserts of New Mexico. I met him in a crazy little bar in Kettering, Ohio. He told me how his mama lost her leg riding bulls in the rodeo. Well, Billy ain't the reason I'm here to tell you this song. He shot up a 7-Eleven, but his prison term was way too long. Well, Billy introduced me to a guy called the Nemesis, but everybody said he was Paul. Paul named his girl Immaculate Conception 'cause she was very tall. A Montebank had his eye on her, but Paul didn't care at all. Montebank's trying to buy a strip club way out past the mall. One of the dancers named Amanda Miranda is a friend of the Montebank's wife. Amanda has eyes that shine like high beam lights. The boys in the bars just gape at her like they're staring at stars in the night. They sip their beers and think that what she gives them is a little like life. Amanda's new boyfriend's a baggage handler out to the aeroport. And everybody says she cheats on him, but he's a really good sport. For real, he's stealing her tips and she's just about to take him to court. You probably guessed the ending of this song by now, but I won't cut it short. Billy LeGros got out of prison, he was 30 years old. It was a mean January night and he was coughing with a really bad cold. Amanda's living down in New Orleans doing tours of the port. The Immaculate Conception and the Nemesis are raising kids over in Davenport. The Montebank's living in Arizona in a retirement resort. And no one thought to ask where I've been living at last report. Even as a baby laying in the crib, I know you were eager to live. I know you were eager to live. And growing up there might have been a little fear, but you fought it off year by year. You fought it off year by year. You made our break, found a space for us. Slipped the knot they tied for us. We watched the river flow and made our peace with that. Never thought the flood would come or we'd be on the run. And you said, baby, let's go build us a cabin in the mountains of Nashville. And we'll sit in the evening and watch the suns come rolling down the hills. Bassman's notes and the drummer's strokes will ride their driving wheel, and we won't stop till we hear the last note of the lost song Town's drowned in his beer. We won't stop till we hear the last note of the lost song Town's drowned in his beer. Deep running river is a big old brute. He pulled us up child tapping root. it pulled us up tap and root. You always said just a little bit of pain rolls off like rain off of dirty clay, rolls off like rain off of dirty clay. Made our break, found a space for us, slipped the knots they tied for us. We watched the river flow and made our peace with that. Never thought the flood would come and we'd be on the run. And you said, baby, let's go build us a cabin in the mountains of Nashville. And we'll sit in the evening and watch the suns come rolling down the hills. Bassman's notes and the drummer's strokes. We'll ride their driving wheel, and we won't stop till we hear the last notes of the lost song. Town's drowned in his beer. We won't stop till we hear the last note of the lost song. Town's drowned in his beer. We won't stop till we hear the last note of the lost song. Town's drowned in his beer. We were the kind of friends who could talk about everything. I found myself at ease in the clarity of your thinking. You lived your life on ledges and going out to the edge of things. You helped me see how bravery brings a view of things unseen. When the elephant in the room came for you, I didn't know what to say. But like everything else, you took your illness as another form of play. And you ranged as far and wide. You took your walks down by the riverside. You let the day pour in to your wide mind. All the pretty things that life can bring are entangled in the pain we sing. And all the love that's so nurturing can't hide a poisonous sting. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Like sparrows chasing a big blue jay, life makes us feel the meaning of things in its own way. Toward the end you told me of a dream you had about pushing me out of a train. And we both knew the meaning was that you were going away. And I believe it was your dying wish that I live my life to the final inch. And even then you weren't thinking of you, and that's what makes you rich. When you went away, I was swept away, and I found myself grieving in the strangest way. The world became all black and blue, like it had taken a beating and no one else knew. Nor was I alone. Had all kinds of friends and my wife at home. But somehow for a time I just wanted to be alone. Charles and me roamed around D.C. and on Puerto Rican beaches and in NYC. But when he was sick, we'd just go to the mall and we'd hang out and watch it all. And check out the cameras at the Best Buy and in the food court watch the passerby. And that day in Provincetown, when you lost your breath, I brought the car around. Still remember that rasping sound. I think that's when we knew all the pretty things that life can bring are entangled in the pain we sing, and all the love that's so nurturing can't hide a poisonous sting. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Sparrows chasing a big blue jay. Life makes us feel the meaning of things in its own way. Halfway across Texas in a 65 Dodge Dart. There'd been some trouble back in Nacogdoches. We were discussing matters of the heart. The land unfolded all around us, cactus and mesquite and prairie dirt. Our leave taking had been a bit precipitous. It might have left behind a little hurt. We were staring down a long stretch of highway. We were both in need of a restful bed, a moment's peace after all the trauma. And she turned to me and she said, the dance of life's a dust devil. The dance of life's a dust devil. The dance of life's a dust devil. It'll pick you up and spin you around. It'll run you out. It'll set you down where you least expect it. Rose up and then forest. Didn't look like Texas anymore. She said, I wonder what lies before us. I said, baby, we're in New Mexico. We passed Pueblos in the painted desert, ate fiery food in Santa Fe, soaked in a hot springs that was a treasure. We got lost, but we never lost our way. We found that motel room bed in Las Cruces, but for such as us there was no rest. We took a measure of each other, and she turned to me and she said, the dance of life's a dust devil. The dance of life's a dust devil now. The dance of life's a dust devil. It'll pick you up, it'll spin you around, it'll run you out, it'll set you down where you least expect it. Gave us a special moment, the pines of High Flagstaff. The weather might have been a little inclement, but we weren't counting what we didn't have. We made for the Golden State like freedom as the Mojave sun was sinking down. Barstow burned like a fiery beacon and the starry night was a spinning round. Well, California bloomed like a golden garden. We were dazzled by all the glory spread. We went gliding through the LA basin as she turned to me and she said, The dancing lights, the dust devil now. The dancing lights, the dust devil. The dancing lights, the dust devil. It'll pick you up, it'll spin you around, it'll run you out, it'll set you down where you least expect it. The dancing lights, the dust devil now. The dancing lights, the dust devil. The dancing lights, the dust devil, yeah. It'll pick you up and spin you around and 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 around. That old dust devil. That old dust devil. That old dust devil. Outside San Antonio, our car broke down. We sold it for $100, bought a ticket on a Hound. The winding of that engine made a lonesome sound as we rode it away, rode it away, rode it away. Off the cuff, we were living well enough to make our home feel like it wasn't just a bluff. We had our smooth days paid with our best intentions. We were hanging tough, hanging tough, hanging tough. And everything was shaking like a down power line, spitting fire out in the street. The storm that put it there was like nothing we had ever seen. And everyone was laughing like the guy at the party who gets way too high. And nothing you can do to calm him down or make him act right. Some days I think of that turn we made, that broken bridge, the starry night, the toll we had to pay. When Janella was born, we took a little loan, bought a house we thought we could call it our own. When the mortgage man came, it cut to the bone, but we said, take it, man. Take it, man, take it, man. We picked up and moved since a couple of times, left behind that way of life and the scene of our crimes. Shift work fast through late night overtime. But we made it alright, made it alright, made it alright. And everything was shaking like a down power line, spitting fire out in the street. The storm they put it there was like nothing we had ever seen. And everyone was laughing like the guy at the party who gets way too high. And nothing you can do to calm him down or make him act right. And some days I think of that turn we made, that broken bridge, the starry night, the toll we had to pay. Hard as a hunter, it'll hunt you down. Better hide yourself away and not make a sound. It comes like a comfort, like you're homeward bound, but it'll cut you up, it'll cut you up, it'll cut you up. Long walks, tough talks, chalk marks of our accident scenes. The bones lie scattered like the Pleistocene, but the kids are out playing and the house is serene as I watch you sleep, watch you sleep, watch you sleep. And everything was shaking like a down power line, spitting fire out in the street. The storm that put it there was like nothing we had ever seen. And everyone was laughing like the guy at the party who gets way too high. And nothing you can do to calm him down or make him act right. And some days I think of that turn we made, that broken bridge, the starry night, the toll we had to pay. And some days I ask, what am I? A faded trace, a twist of fate, a path I've learned to travel by. And some days I ask, what am I? A faded trace, a twist of fate, a path I've learned to travel by. I'm not your man, I'm not the one who led you down to the place where girls go and the tether breaks and they float off to space, and what comes next is a story old as history books. It's a bad, bad take. Actually, I never meant to play my part. It was a big mistake to think I didn't know that you might break, while I could always leave you in my wake. And that story I told about the cages made during my great escape, as old as history books. What a bad, bad look. Actually, I'm not your man, I have forgotten you. Actually, I'm not your man, I have forgotten you. Actually, I'm not your man, I have forgotten you. Actually, I'm not your man, I have forgotten you. I came on to you as you came on to me. In that wild, wild sea we rode. We didn't know what was happening. Caught up in the smoke and mirrors, we walked as though we knew no fear. But we were scared as we could be, that we'd find the bottom of the sea. Actually, we were living in the shadows then of a cold blue flame. We were erasing time, slow walking to the final line. And I made it out before the world closed down. Of you I cannot say the same. What a goddamn shame, were you burned up in the flame. Actually, I'm not your man, I have forgotten you. Actually, I'm not your man, I have forgotten you. Actually, I'm not your man, I have forgotten you. Actually, I'm not your man, I have forgotten you. Actually, I'm not your man, I'm not the one who led you down to the place where girls go and the tether breaks. Maybe you're tired today, you wanna throw it to the wind, watch it drift away. The crack in the world where the light comes in feels like the line where right and wrong begin. You're just about to toss your ticket in the grave. Tell them pull your billboard down, you won't celebrate. 'Cause some days it feels like you took all your shots. At the end of your rope and you can't tie a knot. You fell by the wayside on your way to the top, and it never turned out like you thought. Oh, it never turned out like you thought. Guess who's calling you up? No need to think about picking up. Guess who's dressing you down? A clown wants to share his nervous breakdown. And guess who's calling the shots? Another boss got you all caught up. Say we're pieces of light from a cosmic blowout. Or maybe we're just the photons our mothers warned us about. The semblance of truth wears a comical hat. It's an ant pulling a peanut shell strapped to its back. So step back, all of you megalomaniacs. Just hold your place in line for the big comeback. Some days it feels like you took all your shots. At the end of your rope and you can't tie a knot. You fell by the wayside on your way to the top, and it never turned out like you thought. It never turned out like you thought. And some days it feels like you took all your shots. At the end of your rope and you can't tie a knot. You fell by the wayside on your way to the top, and it never turned out like you thought. But some days that might just be enough. Yeah, some days that might just be enough. Yeah, some days that might just be enough. Days that might just be enough. Some days that might just be enough.